as a project coordinator, in which I communicated directly with the customers and helped the development team in Vietnam to produce the software program for the customers. After 6 months, due to the increasing requirement from the company, I stepped up and also work as an English trainer for the company and the CMC Corporation as well. So as an English trainer, I prepare documents and plans to improve the English skills of the staff in the company. And thanks to my friend's introduction, in the summer 2014, summer 2013, I worked as an English teacher at Arm's Length English Center as well. And at Arm's Length, I taught English to primary kids at a primary level, because they want to learn more about English grammar and English speaking as well, so I taught them that. I managed the class and held a parents' meeting to update the situation, the English skills of the children to their parents. So mainly those were my responsibilities as a teacher at Arm's Length. And besides, after coming back to Vietnam, I started to work as an IELTS teacher, which is only home tutoring. So because my parents' colleagues, they asked me whether or not I could teach their children some English, because their children want to study abroad. So I said yeah. So I organized like some groups of students together, and I started to teach IELTS as well. And like most of them I think most of them are now studying abroad already. So I did IELTS teaching for like 4 groups of children. Each group is about 3 to 5 students.
And they are high school students, right?
All of them are high school students.
Okay. Now are you still an English trainer at Cyber Vietnam?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to know more about the level of the staff.
The level of staff is quite mixed. Some of them can speak rather good English, and some of them cannot speak English at all. So we try to balance that kind of level, because it is very difficult for all of them to get together in one class, because we are very busy. So every Wednesday or Friday, we try to have everybody in the company and start to have an English lessons. And I try to manage with the people who cannot speak good English. I try to let them speak a little bit more, and with the people who cannot, who's rather good already, who can speak rather well already, and they will have more chances to listen and help like the people who are not as good as them.
And do you create your own textbook?
Not really textbooks. Like in each lessons, there will be a topic. For example, one of the topics is going to be how do you communicate with customers, and another topic will be how did you write emails to the customer in a formal way, in an informal way, something like that. It is very business context.
Okay. Do you know about phonics?
Phonics. Yes, I know about phonics. Yeah. That's what we learned at university, because I used to study at Vietnam National University, Hanoi College of Foreign Languages, and phonetics is the compulsory subject that we all have to study in past.
So that means you can be able to teach pronunciation. Right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So normally when you have to teach pronunciation, what will you do at the beginning?
For pronunciation, then normally we'll have like a list of all the words, and But firstly, I had to explain to all the students all kind of symbols that they use to interpret, how to say, translate or interpret the all kind of English words into phonetics. That is gonna be the very first thing I need to teach them. Otherwise, they cannot do the pronunciation at all. They need to learn about that things first, and after that, then we will learn like word by word to see what is the difference and why do we have to know that, and to learn more about stress as well, because that is very important. Vietnamese is very different from English because Vietnamese is somehow flat, while English they have a lot of rhythms and tones. That's why if you do not pronounce if you do not speak the stress correctly, then the meaning of the word will be totally different. So yeah, that is very important.
Okay. What do you love the most about teaching?
I think what I love the most about teaching is I can interact with students. I just love working with them. I don't know whether or not working with them makes me feel younger, but it's great working with students who are enthusiastic about learning English. I love learning English myself as well, so sharing something that I love with other people is a great thing. And you do not work with like the same student every time, you work with different of them. So you learn a little bit about people in general after each class or after each courses. And I don't know, but like I really love when I teach IELTS to my students. Their enthusiasms and their passions for learning and studying makes me want to teach them more. And in my opinion, teaching is not only about you telling the students what to do and what not to do, but it is more about sharing my knowledge about English with the students, and they can share their experience with me. So it is like two ways interaction and conversation.
Okay. Have you ever taught a lazy students?
Yes.
And how will you deal with them?
The lazy students are actually not the advanced one. It's the primary one. Because I also do some like home tutoring for the kids in my area, because their parents asked me to do some. They didn't want to study English because they are very young, so they understanding like they keep asking me questions. Why do I have to study English? I have enough things to do for my maths and geography and history already. Oh, I don't want to study English. And when I came to the class to teach them, they threw my lesson away. They said, I don't want to do this. It's too difficult for me to do. You know that I cannot do it, so why are you asking me doing it? I was very angry, but because they are kids, I can't get angry with them. I said, okay, calm down. I will not teach you today, but I want to talk with your parents. Because your parents want me to teach you. And if you don't want to study, I cannot do anything. It is like, I know you are very young, but you have to understand why you have to learn English. If you cannot understand it, then I cannot teach you. Because some lazy students, like, they can be very clever. It's just like they don't want to do it. So we need to understand why they don't want to do it. And we try to persuade them, like try to let them know, like, how to say, let them discover it themselves. Why it's so important. So after we skipped 2 classes, and I sent him like some books and some articles, and I just asked him, what do you like? And he said he liked football. I said, do you want to go to England? Because it is like the origin of football. He said, yes. I said, if you want to go to England, what have to do? What do you have to do? And he said, I have to speak the language. And like his passion for being able to go to England and watch a football match, like inspires him to learn English more, and he loves English afterwards. Another student I got as well, He came to me without any knowledge about English, with zero knowledge. He didn't know anything. And he also said, I don't like English. I didn't do anything in English class. All of his English tests, he got 4, mark 4. It is the highest mark, always 4. He doesn't want to do it. He's super clever, it's just he doesn't want to do it. I know that he doesn't want to do it, so I planned my lesson to be as flexible as possible. He can do whatever he likes, he can play games, he can read whatever he thinks he loves to do. But in 30 minutes, I want his mind to just focus on English. Only 30 minutes, I don't need English. Yes. And just 30 minutes of each lesson, and then he got 20 minutes break to play games and surf the internet and things like that. After that, another 30 minutes, and it works perfectly. He loves English now. He even read English books. He said like, I don't want to play games anymore. I said, why? You used to be like addicted to it. He said like, well, I don't think it's interesting anymore. So now I'm just reading and watching movies in English. It was, oh my goodness, after 3 years, and that's how he changed. At the beginning, I asked him, what do you want to do in your life? Because he was in grade 9 already, so he started to think what he likes to do. And he said, I don't know, it depends on my parents. And now he's going to go to grade 12, and I asked him, which university would you like to go to? He said, I want to study abroad. My heart was like exploding. I was so happy to see like such a maturity of a person that I started with from zero knowledge about English, and now he wants to study abroad. I think like those kind of experience you can only have when you are a teacher. And it's just amazing. You can see my enthusiasm when I talk about it.
And I can see that you have a special ability to inspire students.
Thank you very much. But it is more like I'm just sharing what I know, and it's great that they can understand it. It is really wonderful to see such a transformation of a person in just 3 years. I was super happy when he told me that. I said, if you need anyone to write you something like a reference letter, just let me know. I am more than willing to do so. He said, I think I would prefer you to write rather than my teachers.
So, what do you know about startup?
Actually, I saw his center when I crossed Tulang Street. And when I looked up on the internet, there are many good reviews about the center, and I know as far as I'm concerned, you have like 4 branches, like 4 offices in Hanoi, right?
Actually, 3.
3, okay.
3 branches.
So
2 up to Tulang and 1 up to Ting Street.
That's why I saw a very big one in Tulang Street, like with a huge board saying Step Up English Center. So I'm quite impressive, and it is not very far away from where I live. I live in a Kausei Park. So it is quite close to this place.
So do you know anything about our courses and our students?
I'm not very I don't think I know a lot about it, and I think that's what I want to ask you as well, like all the available courses that you offer in this center and the level of students.
Well, now we have 4 courses, 4 main courses, which is pronunciation, communication, basic communications, like a love from the beginning, you know. And one special course named 14. It means thành thạo thì thôi.
Cool.
And these courses last for 4 months. And in this 4 months we teach pronunciation, basic grammar and communication, and then incentive communication. And we want the students to learn intensively during these 4 months, and we hope that after this 4 month course, the student will have like the ability to speak English quite fluently. Like they can get an IELTS speaking score from like about 5 to 5.5. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think that is possible?
It is quite possible in 4 months if you study intensively. It is very much possible.
Yeah. Because the student will learn like three days a week.
Oh, that is more than enough in 3 months.
Yeah.
Seriously, yes.
Yeah, and each classes lasts for 3 hours.
For 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's very intense. It's heavy.
Yeah, and because now you are still working at Cyber Vietnam, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can teach at the evening only.
In evening and weekend.
Right? Okay, so the evening classes last from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
I think that's fine for me.
Okay.
Yes.
And our classes are often organized like in Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday,
And Friday. Okay, yes.
Yeah. Or they are Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday.
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 Oh, you do have class on Sunday?
Yeah, we do have class on Sunday.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have any problems with the time?
From
The
6 to
schedule?
9?
Yeah.
No, I don't have any problem with that.
Okay.
Because I finished in the office at 5, so it shouldn't be a problem.
And how about your IELTS tutor classes? I mean, do you still teach at home?
I stopped teaching IELTS after my student went abroad. Like she went in January. She went to the UK. I inspired her to go to the UK.
Okay.
Just.
So yeah, I think your students are so lucky.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
One of them went to Japan. I think like my latest class. One of them went to Japan. The other one went to Finland. The other one went to the UK. And in my previous class, then they went to America.
Okay.
Yes, they won't let me. So.
Okay. Now I have a case for you.
Yes.
You can imagine that I'm your students.
Okay.
And just pretend that my level is intermediate.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. And you will give me a 10-minute demo class.
Okay.
Yeah. You can teach anything you like one topic that you feel you are confident the most.
Okay.
And or pronunciation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. So
you
I
can
should
use the board here.
Okay. Sure. Yes. So I think I will teach speaking.
Okay.
Is it okay?